Hello, I'm Barbara Wood, and you're listening to Spain Property Insights from the Property Finders, independent buyers agents specializing in Spain. In telling the Andalucía story, I've looked at what defines a prime location and how the Golden Triangle of the Marbella, Benahavís and Estepona municipalities sits at the center of the region's overseas property market. But identifying a prime location is only half the story. The more important question is why certain locations become prime and why they stay prime. In the case of the Golden Triangle, three underlying factors drive demand more than anything else: climate, connectivity, and golf. Together they create something that is relatively rare in Europe, a genuinely year-round property and tourism market. It's easy to assume that climate is broadly similar across southern Spain, and in summer that's largely true. In winter it's not. The warmest and most stable winter climates are found where the coastline faces south rather than east. There are sheltered bays and mountain ranges sitting directly behind the coast, protecting it from colder inland air. Together these conditions create distinct microclimates, and the Golden Triangle is one of them. Climate creates desirability. Connectivity sustains it. The Golden Triangle benefits from one of the strongest transport infrastructures in southern Europe. Malaga Airport is approximately 40 minutes from the heart of the Golden Triangle. It is also one of Spain's most connected regional airports, with over 160 direct and non-stop routes to major European cities, North Africa, the Middle East, and North America. For international buyers, this level of access is critical. It transforms the area from a holiday destination into a practical, year-round place to live. The same applies domestically. Malaga is connected to the rest of Spain via the high-speed AVE rail network, linking Madrid, Seville, Barcelona and Granada. This allows the Golden Triangle to function as a viable location for those who split their time between Spain and elsewhere. For many property buyers, particularly those still working, the ability to travel easily is a deciding factor. A property that is difficult to reach is, in reality, less usable, regardless of how attractive it may be. Property buyers in Spain often underestimate the importance of what happens outside the summer months. It's a fact that across much of the Mediterranean, not just in Spain, there's a notable seasonal drop-off once the summer ends. Restaurants close, activity slows, and areas can feel significantly quieter because, although the climate and connectivity may be just as good, there's something missing, and that something is golf. Few places in Europe combine winter golf on such a scale with easy international access. There are over 100 golf courses in Andalucía, of which 70 are in Malaga province, with the Golden Triangle itself hosting 40 of those, giving the area one of the highest concentrations of golf courses in Europe. More importantly, the golf high season runs from October through to the end of May, precisely when traditional sun and sand Mediterranean tourism declines. The economic impact of the golf sector is substantial. Across the region, golf tourism is estimated to generate approximately €5.4 billion annually, thanks to over 700,000 golfing tourists each year. This has several important effects: supporting a 12-month economy, sustaining restaurants, services and employment through winter, and it reduces seasonality in both rental and property markets. In simple terms, golf fills the gap that exists in many other Mediterranean locations outside the traditional summer holiday months. When these three factors, climate, connectivity and golf, come together, they create a self-reinforcing dynamic. Climate attracts visitors, connectivity makes access easy, golf sustains activity year-round. Which brings us back to the key point. Prime locations are not created by accident. They are the result of underlying structural advantages that continue to attract demand over time. The Golden Triangle's position at the center of Andalucia's property market is underpinned by three tangible, measurable factors: a microclimate that supports year-round living, with connectivity that makes it accessible and practical, and the golf infrastructure that sustains a 12-month economy. Taken together, these create a market that behaves differently from much of the surrounding region. For property buyers, understanding these drivers is essential when choosing a location for property investment, because they are what ultimately support both lifestyle and long-term value. Climate may attract people for a holiday. It takes connectivity and a thriving winter economy to create an ideal year-round location for property buyers. And that's why, when buying property in Spain, I always say think where before what. You've been listening to Spain Property Insights from the Property Finders. For more market analysis, buyer guidance, videos, blogs and podcasts about buying property in Spain, visit our website at www.thepropertyfinders.com. Thanks for listening.